Welcome to the Takeover. This is your host T-Wil, the People's Coach, and I'm here with your other host, Bold Barry.
The boldest man alive.
You already know. Today we're gonna go over draft reactions, go over the draft itself. We're gonna go over winners and losers, our personal opinion of what winners and losers of the draft were, and who kind of came out with some really good players, who kind of didn't do what they were supposed to do going into it, and we're gonna start there. So let's start with going over draft reactions. How did you feel about the draft?
Overall, it was kind of like a dry draft. I mean, my personal, favorite obviously is my Celtics. I give them an overall, B minus. I'll be like a B minus on this one, mainly because I like the pick, but I expected, these 4 years worth of fireworks that Danny has not let off yet, as far as any sort of transactions going, because we have a bunch of assets and everything. But for the most part, I'm definitely happy that we passed over Jackson because, me personally, I know he's getting a lot of he's going to be very good and he's going to, be the best one out of the draft and stuff like that a few years down the line. But I just don't really see it. I know people are a believer, but I'm not a Jackson believer. And I will scream it until, this rookie season is out because I don't predict anything really coming out of him, especially this year. I don't see too much upside.
Well,
but he runs well with the Suns, though. I like that pickup for them.
Yeah, no, that's a great. He really
I do like that.
I got to see. I wonder what they're gonna do in terms of because T.J. Warren filled that role that he has. Even though Josh Jackson has a higher ceiling than T.J. Warren, but it's gonna be a position battle.
Still not this believer though.
But
best one in the draft.
But Eric Bledsoe, Devin Booker, Josh Jackson. That's a real good young core. So
they can run. If they run, he could be a really good player because he's athletic wing.
What I was gonna say is, it seemed like how you. I want to kind of piggyback on your point. You were talking about how they talk about him being the best person in the draft. It seemed as time went on, granted, everyone knows about Jackson's talent, but that conversation changed a little bit because I feel like a lot of people were speaking about De'Aaron Fox and the Dennis Smith, and it's just based off where they went, their situations. Now we didn't know what their situations were going to be before the draft. Of course, now they're drafted.
But those predictions were pretty accurate, though. I must say, De'Aaron to the Kings, which I think was a low key great pickup for them, along with what was his name, Giles,
Harry Giles. And then they got Justin
if
Jackson.
He's healthy. You know what I'm saying? That depends on everything. Because I could see a little flash of some old King days with the C Webbs and the Mike Bibbies if they're there. Because I personally think Fox is a stud. He's a superstar. He will be that guy in the next 4 or 5 years. And I mean, the Kings, they've started over. I got no Boogie Cousin.
That's what I'm saying. And if you look at what the Kings did, or basically the past, let's say 2 years, they got Fox, Darren Carlson's out of there. They got Frank Mason. They got Justin Jackson in the draft. They got, like you said, drafted Harry Giles. They already had Skylar Bissiere. Probably messed up his own name, but it's cool. And then they got Buddy Hill. So they got that young core.
They got a cute core, man. They got a cute young core, man. They're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a believer in Fox, because I saw what he did in the tournament. He dropped 39 on, the boy Ball, which, speaking of Ball, Mr. Mr. That man, bring that ball. Mr. Zeus is coming down, bringing the wrath of, the playoffs and promising playoffs and everything. I mean, we'll see what he does. We'll see what happens,
Honestly, I'll be real. I'm happy. I was happy for him to be, you know what I'm saying? Because granted, his pops is a fool, and then I personally, I really care for his pops. He's on a personal level, I don't care. You're right. I don't care. Personal. I understand how he's a dedicated father, so I respect that. But personally, I don't. But I was happy for Alonzo, the player, that he got to go to the team where his family could watch him and stuff like that. His story. He seems like a cool dude. All right,
I did find it funny that they did wait till the very last second, then some to actually pick him, because I thought he wasn't gonna get picked for a second.
What, you think, really?
Just because they took so long, they really they really waited until the very end. It just seemed like they weren't gonna pick him for a hot second.
I would have loved there would have been so many memes on LeVar's face if he didn't pick him.
Oh man, he would have been super salty. That would have been crazy.
But so okay. So you said the Tatum, the Celtics Tatum pick.
I like that pickup a lot. I mean, it's not what the Celtics necessarily, I guess need in place to be we need to compete with Cleveland, because I feel like they're still trying to push to Cleveland. So that's why I'm kind of upset with the non-action of transactions and everything like that. There was no transaction moves because, they need to compete with the Cavs and the Warriors, but they haven't done it.
Okay. And then I'm trying to think of some of these other picks. Yeah, okay. So I feel like the Hornets kind of added like a little piece. They got Malik Monk. He
Yeah.
fell kind of further back than people that I was.
I expect
thinking
him to
he
go
was,
around
you know?
there. To be honest, Jordan likes those type of dudes.
No, granted, Jordan wanted him, but I didn't think so many teams would pass up on him.
And a solid draft for him too.
Like, granted, but I just think being the best natural scorer in the draft, like so many people kind of just passed up.
Because that was 11, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, I can see that. That's about right for me, in my mind.
Yeah. So
11.
okay, so let's now get into who we feel. You covered the top of the draft. Only reason I feel like we're talking mostly about the top of the draft because there were so many players. In my personal opinion, once you get past pick 12, 13, you know there wasn't really that much fireworks going past that point. You just kind of know everyone else further. Unless every draft has its Antetokounmpo, every draft has Jimmy Butler, so there may be somebody we're disrespecting right now that we just don't know about. So but as of past 13. We don't really need to discuss that. But let's go over draft, segue to draft winners and losers. And who do you think would be the winners of the draft? First, let's start off, the winners of the draft. And then we'll transition and you tell me our losers of the draft. So who do you think your winner of the draft is?
I mean, truthfully, the ultimate winners are the T-Wolves, T-Wolves got, they got Jimmy Butler over there, and they got a pick out of that. I think they moved up, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
They moved up in the draft, so it's like they're the ultimate winners because they have a young core with the vet that they've always needed. So I see them being like a 6th seed in the West next year because, a lot of people have been questioning what teams are going to be pushed down. And the teams to me that will be pushed down, I feel like out of that is Memphis. Memphis has been on the decline for a couple of years now, and that's mainly. I mean, they got a nice, new young coach over there and everything, but I feel like they never had the offensive firepower, and that's why they're always kind of just in that middle pack of the West. So like you push them down because the T-Wolves are coming.
But I know I get that. My point when you say Memphis, I feel like Marc Gasol's still balling. Michael Conley is always underrated and being disrespected.
Michael Green's all right.
Yeah, and they got the hometown kid Wayne Selden. But
yeah,
so you know what I'm saying they got little guys. Tony Allen's still holding that defensive role.
But he was hurt all last year, so we'll have to wait and see what happens when he comes back.
Yeah.
But I'm just, that's my ultimate winner right now in the draft. And then, I'll also say in second place to that, not my Sacramento Kings, but the Sacramento Kings because of the De'Aaron Fox move. Like, I just think he's going to be an absolute star for some reason. Something about that guy that he's going to bring a whole different light to the NBA. He's quick as hell. You know what I'm saying? He can score off the dribble. He can attack the rim. That dude's nice. He's going to change that culture over there.
I already been saying, like I said, a previous episode, the fact that I think he's going to have a better career than Lonzo. Him going to the Kings is the first step of my, my
because he can mature faster, if he's really about that action.
Yeah, it's his team.
Win,
like,
exactly.
It's like what he gets to do. I look at it as Dame. Like, when Dame got drafted to the Trailblazers, they were like, okay, you know what I'm saying, Dame Lillard on Trailblazers. They seen him balling out in the summer league, but once the season hit and this kid actually showed his talent, they were like, oh, okay, he's for real. That's how I feel like De'Aaron Fox is
team right now. Yeah, he can bring that team in a couple of years to a 6th seed in the West. You know?
Yeah, no, that they were one of the winners for me too. My winner outside of the Kings was the Trailblazers. They made low-key moves that, what I'm saying? Zach Collins, who balled out in the tournament, definitely in the championship game. Zach Collins is going to help them a lot. And then they got a big man. Hold on. Caleb Swanigan. Another dude, I'm just jacking his name all the way up.
We'll get it right on the screen.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know his story too much. He was 350 pounds. And he just is a workhouse type of dude. So he lost all that weight, became a beast. I think he has he had a couple, I think he got a lot of double-doubles, and I want to say he was closest to doing that since Blake Griffin or something like that. So, but don't quote me. And so, and he just, I think those two pieces for the Trailblazers with a team that has Dame, that has CJ McCollum, that has Nurkic, that's a piece that if they would have had in the playoffs, if he wasn't really hurt, I probably could have altered that playoff story just a little bit, but they picked up some really crucial pieces. So I had the Kings one, and then I had, and the Trailblazers.
And then low key, the Warriors.
I didn't want to take too long, but that was that dude, Jordan Bell.
Yeah,
Jordan Bell, man.
I like that.
I had to look him. I honestly didn't know really that much about him, so I had to really. So they say he's athletic. Mm-hmm. He's one of them dudes. He's a big dude. Yeah, but he's one of them big dudes that have guard-like skills. Mm-hmm. He can handle the ball,
It's like a
And
maker remind me. It reminds me of Thon Maker a little bit,
mm,
just a little shorter.
yeah, so it's like they throw that onto a team that doesn't need anything else.
Exactly.
It's just that's crazy.
And that just goes into the Bulls being the ultimate losers in this situation, huh?
Yeah. So all right, let's hit one loser. Your biggest loser for this draft.
Oh, I mean, it has to be the Bulls, and it has to be possibly the Knicks. Yo,
I was saving the Knicks when we were talking about draft reaction. I didn't want to bring it up because I knew it's about to probably.
and I can save that. I can save that when we segue into the next one because we have a lot to say about those two.
Okay.
Those two are sick.
Yeah. So all right, we'll catch y'all next time. Appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe, please subscribe. All our info is at the bottom. Appreciate you all watching, and catch y'all next episode. Appreciate it.